Dear Heartbreak, thank you. Thank you for everything, because all the pain I went through and felt through this heartache brought me back to life. It was a year ago where everything I thought I knew about love had been burned and broken into pieces. I no longer see marriage, relationships, being in love the same. At the time, it was such a hard pill to swallow. I wanted to be engaged, or at least have met my person by the time I had hit my mid to late 20s. And having to realize I haven't met my person yet was really hard for me to accept. What was worse was knowing how much I had given up for someone I had thought maybe he could be the one. It did hurt a lot to walk away from someone I did believe in, I was in love with, and who I created so many memories with. I thought him and I could conquer anything, especially after doing long distance, but I was wrong. There was a whole other part I had yet to experience and see. I'm sure he felt the same way about me too. And no matter how hard we tried to make it work, it was just not working anymore. We couldn't force the pieces together because it wasn't meant to be. The hardest part was packing up all my things and leaving a place I had so much hope for, as well as driving away from the person I did have so much love for. But I knew if I didn't leave then, it would have been even harder to stay to someone that I didn't see a future with anymore. And I knew we no longer made each other happy because the compassion, the patience, the respect for one another had run out. At the end of the day, there wasn't any more compromising on either ends. There was only pettiness, bitterness, misunderstandings, and resentment towards one another. And sadly, love wasn't enough. But I don't regret any of it. But it did hurt a lot to move forward. It hurt like hell. But I needed it to become who I am now. Don't get me wrong, I know who I am, but I felt like I had to suppress her because I was trying to fit someone else's mold. Releasing her felt so freeing, but also it felt so empty inside because of all the hurt I was going through. But rather than falling into my own sadness and depression, I slowly began to fix myself. I focused on what I needed to heal me and to help me move forward. I've always been my own best friend, and this time I was clear on where I wanted to be in my life. I felt like I had to give up my own dreams that I had before I was in a relationship, and this time I knew I wasn't going to give that up or compromise for just anyone until I make those dreams into a reality. I became even more clear on where I stand with myself and what I can do to become a better version of me. And that was reading more, not drinking as much, setting those gym goals, making that running for 20 minutes straight come to life, creating content, and so much more. I focused so hard on applying to jobs since I had to start over again, and little do I know, I magically fell into the work I really enjoy doing and can see myself making it a career. I've made some amazing friends along the way, and it feels so good to know that they want to be friends with me for me, not because I'm someone's girlfriend and they are forced to like me and include me. A year ago, I was in complete hell, but I'm so grateful to this heartache because it sprung me so far up than I could have ever imagined. It wasn't easy to get to where I am now, but I am glad I turned that pain into power. I've done so much within the year of 2024, and I'm happy to be exactly where I am right now. I no longer feel sad that I'm not engaged at this point in my life or that I haven't met my person yet, because 29 is still really young and I have my whole life ahead of me. There's still so many people I haven't met yet and experiences I have yet to experience. And I know I'm not really ready to settle down just yet because this is only just the beginning of everything I want and that I'm going to build for me. So if you are going through a heartbreak, I hope this is a reminder for you that it's gonna be okay. It's gonna hurt really bad, and there are moments where it is really dark and depressing, But within those moments, please be gentle with yourself and be patient with the process. If you try to rush things, you aren't doing yourself a favor. Only you know how much time you need to process, to grieve, and to heal. So be kind to yourself and learn to become your own best friend. Figure out the things you enjoy doing or want to do and go after it, because now is the time. It's okay to be sad, but give yourself a time limit, because time waits for no one and the world isn't going to stop, sadly. Reading this, going through a breakup, honestly touches me a lot. Just know that nothing lasts forever. You won't always feel this low and depressed all the time. Things do take time though. So do what you can to help you when you feel low and sad. There are better days coming for you. Trust me on that one, because I am living proof of that as well. You do have to want the change and do the hard work to get to the highs, though. And it's definitely not easy to get there. And eventually, you will meet someone again. You will date again and you will fall in love all again. But first, fall in love with you and choose you before you choose someone else again, because you deserve that love too from yourself. So about a year ago, today was the time where I actually moved away. Well, was making my move out of Colorado. And it feels crazy to just, having the moment to slow down now and like think about everything that happened a year ago. And I don't know, I think this is where kind of just in my feels, if anything, about everything that happened, from just the relationship and then the whole breakup too. I know it's only been about, I think, 7 months now, right? Wait, yeah. But reaching on to 8 months too. But I don't know. There's still things that I feel like that do come up, and when they come up, I kind of just, sit with my feelings for a bit and just allow myself to feel what I need to feel. Be so committed into being with you and falling in love with you and your own life, and wanting to create the best version and the best life for you. I know you've got what it takes and you are strong enough to go through anything. So believe in yourself, trust the process. You've got what it takes. Instead of waiting for happiness, instead of waiting for love, why not go be the love of your life and go chase that happiness for you?